I'd like to call this meeting to order. Will the secretary please call the roll?
Mrs. Chu?
Here.
Mr. Sismar?
Here.
Mr. Hahn?
Here.
Mrs. Lax?
Here.
Mrs. Reese? Mr. Seeler? Mr. Simmons?
Here.
Mr. Winston?
Here.
President Becker?
Here. We have a quorum. Please rise to salute the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The New Jersey Open Public Meeting Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and to attend the meetings of public bodies. In accordance with the provisions of this act, the East Brunswick Board of Education has caused notice of this meeting to be published at the Board of Education offices. Written notice was also provided to the Sentinel, the Newark Star Ledger, the Home News and Tribune, and the Municipal Clerk of East Brunswick. All Board of Education meetings, with the exception of executive session discussions, are videotaped for later broadcast. Individuals who speak at the board's public meetings should be aware of these videotaping rules. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to our October 10th meeting. It's great to see some students out in the audience. Always a highlight of a meeting for us. But first, we're going to have the Superintendents Report.
Thank you, President Becker, and good evening, everyone. The first full week of October is designated as a week of respect. Respect Week is observed by the entire school community to recognize the importance of character education, anti-bullying messages, promoting acceptance and diversity, as well as positive behavior in our schools. Principals, student assistant specialists, and the building climate teams planned age-appropriate instruction and activities which supported these important messages. The Churchill Advanced Orchestra was pleased to be part of the Mayor's inaugural gala. Students performed in the formal gardens during the cocktail hour and were repeatedly mistaken for high school students based on the quality of their performance under the direction of Dr. Anna Braun and Sarah Francino. On Thursday, October 3rd, Tri-M National Music Honor Society held its annual fall concert and induction ceremony. 31 returning 12th grade members welcomed 40 new 11th and 12th grade students as members, for a total membership of 71 active students. The induction ceremony was preceded by a concert of student performances that included popular jazz and classical music. Churchill and high school parents were provided individualized tech support this week at Parent University. Parents were able to get all their questions answered about Canvas and the district-issued device by a knowledgeable staff member. Additional support will be available to parents during parent conferences, and details will be shared in the coming weeks by school principals. Students in 14 classes throughout the district returned to classrooms equipped with 21st century furniture following the fall recess. Students could not believe their eyes when they walked in and saw desks, chairs, tables, and ottomans, and even sectional sofas that could be moved all around their classroom. Creating these 21st century classrooms is part of the district's initiative to reimagine instruction and to provide work areas that are conducive to multiple styles of learning. As you can tell, this was student approved. In sports, congratulations to the girls soccer team that clinched the Red Division Championship. Thank you to all the teams that participated in wearing pink in the month of October for breast cancer awareness. On Friday, October 11th, Friday, October 11th will be elementary school night at the high school football game. The game begins at 7 p.m. and elementary school students are encouraged to wear pink for breast cancer awareness or their school shirts to get in free with a paid adult. Good luck to all the teams in the GMC tournament. We hope for great things, and be sure to check the schedule at ebnet.org/athletic schedules to support the Bears. Congratulations to our September High School Athletes of the Month. Students were selected for this honor by the coaching staff based on performance, demonstration of leadership, effort in practice, and for modeling exceptional character. On October 20th, the East Brunswick Education Foundation will host its 4th Celebrity Dance-Off at the JM Pack. District celebrities include Board of Education member Susanna Chu, Warrensdorfer 4th grade teacher Susan Mizrak, Churchill history teacher Greg Siegel, high school security officer David Smith, and EBEA president Dr. Dana Zimbicki. The East Brunswick High School Marching Band will host a Central Jersey Music Educators Association marching band competition with 10 high schools participating from New Jersey on Saturday, October 26th at 5 p.m., all at East Brunswick High School. Just a few reminders. Wednesday, October 16th will be a single session day for the high school only. Sophomores and juniors will be taking the PSAT, and seniors will attend a seminar regarding post-high school, college, and career planning. As a reminder, parent-teacher conferences will take place on Tuesday, October 22nd through Friday, October 25th. These are single session days with lunch served for grades K through 7 only. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Valesky. And now for our presentation tonight. Dr. Valesky, would you like to introduce us and tell us what we're going to be seeing?
We have some very smart students from Frost Elementary School here tonight, and they're going to talk about soaring to new heights, which is the theme to talk about behaviors and introduces students to different social issues. So, would the Frost team and their teachers come up?
Miss Frost. Over here. Great. Anything that's good. Can you see everybody? Can they see you? Yeah?
Okay, I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Lindsay Grossman, and I'm the Pride Chair for this upcoming school year. I'm happy to organize the Learning Across the Districts that we plan to present to you this year. And we're really excited to have our building, Frost, be the first to present to you. So whenever you're ready, we'll begin.
Our 2019 through 2020 school theme, Soaring to New Heights, will reinforce expected behaviors and introduce students to various social issues that will help them develop empathy, sympathy, altruism, tolerance, and acceptance. Each month, Ms. Payette will share one of her favorite books with us. Each book will be connected to the social issue that month. Some examples of the social issues we will learn about are homelessness, hunger, different types of families, and English as a second language.
At the beginning of the year, every grade level chose a social issue and decided on a community service project that aligns perfectly. These community service projects will be done throughout the school year, bringing helpful hands of Frost students into the community.
The student council will be focusing on the issue of hunger in January. Did you know roughly 1/3 of all New Jersey children live in homes that cannot feed them 3 meals a day? Ms. Payal will read every grade the books Tight Times and Maddie's Fridge.
The Student Council at Frost School will be holding a canned food drive throughout the month of January. All the collected items will be donated to the New Jersey Food Bank.
In 4th grade, we're focusing on pollution and climate change in the month of March. Specifically, they'll be focusing on saving pollinators and protecting bees. Mrs. Payette will read every grade the book What If Everybody Did That.
The 4th grade will be teaching the school Be Friendly to Bees. Frost School will learn about their importance through research. 4th grade will invite a local farmer to talk about why bees are important to our food supply. In 5th grade, we are focusing on English as a second language this month. Miss Payette will read every grade the books I'm New Here and One Green Apple.
The 5th grade will be bringing awareness of English as a second language to the Frost community each morning over the announcements. In the month of October, we will be teaching the school different words and phrases from cultures and languages represented within the 5th grade student body. Gracias.
We are very excited to begin these projects. We know that this will be an amazing opportunity to learn about more important social issues, help our community, and will enable us to soar to new heights.
Great job.
Excellent, excellent.
You guys are excellent speakers, you know that, right? So maybe your job should be to read this next time.
So this is going to be something for the entire year? So maybe you should come back at the end of the year and let us know how it went?
What do you think?
Promise?
What do you think? Say yes. All right.
Thank you so much. Thank you, parents.
All right, thank you.
We're going to take a 2-minute recess if the parents would like to take the children home. Thank you. And we are up to the good of the cause of the public. The Board of Education recognizes the value of public comment on educational issues and the importance of providing to the public to express themselves. To allow for a fair and orderly public comment period, individual comments are limited to 5 minutes. Members of the public are reminded this is a public televised meeting. To protect the privacy of students and staff, concerns regarding individual students and staff should generally be addressed by first meeting with the appropriate administrative staff. Is there anyone who wishes to speak to the board tonight? Please come to the podium. Name and address to the record. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Catherine Nguyen. I live at Old Tenant Court. I have 1 child in Warnstoffer and 1 child in Hammersholt. I just wanted to come today to ask if there are any more initiatives to reduce the waste coming from the East Brunswick Public Schools. When I spoke at the New Jersey Department of Education, I was upgraded from my self-title of environmental advocate to environmental expert. I don't know that this issue is getting the attention that it deserves. In 10 years, the landfill in this town closes due to capacity. Students who are in the school presently will still be in the school 10 years from now. And at that time, there will have to be dramatic changes. And they may be asking, why didn't we do this sooner? So that's kind of what my talk is about.
So right now, since last school year, we've made significant strides in our food service operation. We are utilizing compostable and recyclable trays and bowls and limiting the even straws that we're distributing to students. We still have some things we need to work on. We're not completely there yet, but we made a significant impact in the carbon footprint from our food service operation. One of the things I do want to mention is this year we did purchase new vehicles for our district maintenance fleet. They're all Ford vehicles, and they have a certain component of recycled materials in every single one of them. So we are making efforts across the board to try to reduce the impact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think this should be a big focus. Entire nations are now jumping on board. France no longer allows disposable plastics in cutlery, cups, plates, anything, in any kind of food service. And it's kind of where it's going to need to go. So I'm a plan ahead kind of person. So I didn't know if there would be like continual.
It is continuous effort for us. So
Okay.
we're not done. So we are looking at every single element of what we do to try to either reduce or eliminate or repurpose.
Yeah, I mean, even in this room, black bags on recycling, I mean, it goes to the trash. that's just a fact. So it's something that needs a bit more attention, I feel, and I'm willing to help in any way, especially if there's a committee that's involved in this or something, because I'm very passionate about this, because I see it as a long-term quality of life issue for not only the students, but for the residents of the town who also use the landfill, which is served the entire county. So it's something that really has to be taught at the schools in the best, absolute best way possible. And I don't think it's really there yet. I mean, I appreciate the steps, but I feel there need to be some big strides. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Is there anyone else who wishes to address the board tonight? Seeing none, I close the public portion. Moving on to our agenda tonight, can I please have a motion for item 1, Board of Education policy, first reading? So moved. Moved by Mrs. Lax, second by Mr. Winston. Is there any discussion? Will the secretary please call the roll?
Mrs. Chu,
Yes.
Mr. Sismar,
Yes.
Mr. Hahn,
Yes.
Mrs. Lax.
Yes.
Mr. Seeler,
Yes.
Mr. Simmons.
Yes.
Mr. Winston.
Yes.
President Becker.
Yes, motion carries. Can I please have a motion for items 1 and 2 on the curriculum and instruction agenda?
So moved.
Moved by Mrs. Lax, second by Mr. Chad. Is there any discussion?
Here.
Yes, leave it.
So for the contract with the professional musician, so for this gentleman, do we do any background check against him? Or what's the policy for that? Because he will have the opportunity to contact various students in our district.
Mr. Strong, let me check on when we have contractors who come into school, there is a requirement to do background checking, but let me check the specifics of this individual first before I answer. You know, I don't want to misstate something.
Okay.
But we do, with contractors, yes, we do background checking.
Okay, thank you.
Any other discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Abstained? Motion carries. For our financial services agenda, can I please have a motion for items 1 through 6? Moved by Mrs. Lax.
Second.
Second by Mr. Seeler. Is there any discussion? Will the secretary please call the roll?
Mrs. Chu,
Yes.
Mr. Sismar.
Yes.
Mr. Hahn,
Yes.
Mrs. Lax.
Yes.
Mr. Seeler.
Yes.
Mr. Simmons.
Yes.
Mr. Winston. Yes. President Becker.
Yes, motion carries. For our human resources agenda, I'd like to call your attention to the addendum in front of you on the dais. So can I please have a motion for the personnel action item number 1, including the addendum?
So moved.
Moved by Mrs. Lax.
Second.
Second by Mr. Hong. Is there any discussion? Will the secretary please call the roll?
Mrs. Chu,
Yes.
Mr. Sismar.
Yes.
Mr. Hahn.
Yes.
Mrs. Lax.
Yes.
Mr. Seeler.
Yes.
Mr. Simmons.
Yes.
Mr. Winston.
Yes.
President Becker.
Yes, motion carries. Staff development. Can I please have a motion for item 1 on our staff development agenda?
So moved.
Moved by Mrs. Lax.
Second.
Second by Mr. Hong. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Motion carries. Moving on to our student services agenda, can I please have a motion for items 1 through 6?
So moved.
Moved by Mrs. Lax.
Second.
Second by Mr. Sismar. Is there any discussion? Sarah?
I just have a question on number 3, the non-public school nursing. So so I think it's great that this is leveraging the Educational Services Commission to provide the services. I was just curious as to the commission of 5%. Does that come out of the funding, or is that over and above the funding?
It's part of the funding.
Part of the funding. Excellent. Thank you.
Any other discussion? Will the secretary please call the roll?
Mrs. Chu,
Yes.
Mr. Sismar.
Yes.
Mr. Hahn.
Yes.
Mrs. Lax.
Yes.
Mr. Seeler.
Yes.
Mr. Simmons.
Yes.
Mr. Winston.
Yes.
President Becker.
Yes, motion carries. And this brings us to committee reports, and we're going to start out with our report on the high school. Take it away, Rach.
Hello, everyone. So life at the high school is great right now. It's right around college app season, so we're all the seniors are pretty busy with that, or applying to be in the Navy, Army, Air Force, all of that, or going into the workforce immediately. On the 16th, we're doing the PSAT at the high school, so the seniors are going to have a senior seminar where we're going to get some more time to go over details about applying to college. And then after that, instead of doing more work, we're going to have fun and get to know each other a little better and promote the respect and tolerance that we really want to grow in our school system. We also had senior parent night a couple of days ago. So we were just focusing on the senior parents, helping them understand what their kids will be going through this year, answering any questions they have, telling them about opportunities that they can come to the high school or meet with people if they have any more questions. So that was really helpful for a lot of parents. We have been branching out more in the high school to work on this EBHS 1 initiative. So we're having all the clubs and activities going on, work together and collaborate more, just so everybody can feel like they're together and it's not all these different people trying to do different things, but we're all together in our missions. We also had our Music Honor Society induction, which Dr. Valesky talked about, so that was very successful. And we're going to be having more Honor Society inductions as the months go on. I know NHS just got like 205 applications, so we have a lot of work to do, but that induction will be coming up soon. We are also doing a lot with sports, so I know the football team just had a car wash to raise money for the team and gear and all of that. And they also have a game tomorrow night at 7, which everyone should go to, and it's the Pink Out game for breast cancer awareness. And as I said earlier, class of 2020 has amazing school spirit, so we're all going to be there. We are also preparing for the homecoming dance, which is very exciting. It'll be my last homecoming dance. Very sad.
Are you sure?
It's also my first, so like. And this is Respect Week at the high school, and I think at all the other schools. So we're just promoting the anti-bullying initiative and taking a step back to remember that, we're all different, but we're all human beings. We all deserve to be treated equally, and we all deserve respect from our peers. So, yeah.
Thank you so much. Any other committee reports from board members?
I just actually want to piggyback on, since we're talking about the high school, I wish luck to all of your senior peers. It's the end of the fall season for all our fall athletes. I know that a lot of the clubs are having all their senior nights over the next week, so best of luck to all those athletes, especially those continuing on in college. And enjoy the rest of the year, because now they get a break if they don't play a second sport.
Any information items, good of the cause from the board? Seeing none, we do have need for a closed session, whereas the Board of Education must discuss matters which are not appropriate for discussion in a public meeting. We intend to discuss the matters as follows, those items listed in tonight's agenda. Whereas the length of the closed session is estimated to be 2 hours, after which a public meeting of the board shall reconvene and action may be taken. Can I please have a motion?
So moved.
Moved by Mrs. Lags.
Second.
Second by Mr. Hong. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Motion carries. Good night. Thanks for joining us.